What do you think's being oversold versus what's genuinely useful right now? Y'all seeing any examples of that?
Yeah, I think the automation components of it, right, are being oversold. 10x your leads, your sales pipeline. There's so many shiny objects and tools out there that are promising, ROI on certain things. And I think, maybe that is to come as things mature. But right now, we're not looking at AI as a product necessarily as much as it is a layer that we can implement in our business and in our customers, businesses to help improve efficiency, right? Whether it be automating certain tasks, whether it be, superpowering existing employees to do even, to do their jobs even better.
Well, it's kind of like going to the produce section of HEB, and you've got all these different vegetables and fruits that you can pick from. And what we're finding is, you can talk a little bit about shadow IT, but what we're finding is there hasn't been consolidation. One of the things that we really dig about Microsoft is that everything's siloed within it. They're building tools within it. They're building governance within it. But, with shadow IT, you can have 18 different flavors of AI running within your ecosystem and not even know it.
Right. And shadow IT just being that not knowing what people are using, right? Everyone's just kind of deciding to install that app or use this app. And so that shadow AI term is now being tossed around a lot too. It's the same concept, right? It's if you block everything, they're going to figure out a way to do it anyway. If you allow it all, then how are you governing? Who's using it? What are they doing? So, when we look at a client environment, that's one of the things that we can easily scan, right? Is we can see what's in use. And we've had lots of situations where clients either thought they knew who was using it and what was being used, and the scan shows us something else completely different. And so it opens up some interesting conversations. And I think it drives towards this, AI acceptable use policy, which is really just communicating to the business, like, here's what we're going to use. Here's how we're going to use it. Here's some of the use cases we want to see, and then find champions, find people that can start adopting these tools in a meaningful way. And I think that's looking at people in certain departments of the company, right, they're doing something every day that we don't have visibility to at leadership level, right, necessarily. It's this mundane task they have to do every week that takes 2 hours. And they can figure out ways to automate those things, right, if you give them the right tools.